Joining us now is Erika, and we had a chance to meet on the sand. She's got a very playful spirit, and we're here today to talk about the Long Island Children's Museum. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
So they always say, the sandbox of life, right? And we literally met on the sand. And then I found out that you recently became the president of the Long Island Children's Museum.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's kind of a dream job. I'm really happy to be here.
Now, this was not your first nonprofit. You've been working with different nonprofits, arts organizations, almost your whole entire journey.
I sure have.
So where did that begin for you?
It started at the University of Michigan. I got my master's degree in flute performance and realized that organizing and people bring me a lot of joy as well as playing my flute. And I really went into arts administration from there.
And then you had some other positions in the city.
Yep. I had a long career in the city. I was with Jazz at Lincoln Center for 14 years as the director of education. I ran a theater company, Tectonic Theater Project, for a few years. And then the Bloomingdale School of Music is a community music school on the Upper West Side. And I was the executive director there for 6 years.
And playing your flute, it took you to all over the world. You've been doing so many different things, Erika. What I love best about you now is that you're at the helm. Yeah. But you've been part of the Long Island Children's Museum for a very long time.
I have. When I got the job, it was like a homecoming of sorts. My family and I moved to Baldwin on the South Shore about 20 years ago, and immediately wanted to find a place for the kids to grow up. And we became members. We would be regulars at the museum. Whenever anyone came to visit from out of town, my parents were from Minnesota, we'd go to the Children's Museum. My best friend came with her son, went to the Children's Museum. We went with our neighbors, we went with our friends, we had birthday parties there. It really was part of raising my kids on Long Island and a really joyful place for them to be. So when I learned that there was a director of development opening just before COVID, and I thought I want to be closer to home, it'd be great not to have to do the commute. I applied, and when I got the job, it's such a beautiful place.
It really is spectacular. I like it because it still has like a TV station. I've taken my children there too throughout the years. Hopefully I'll take my future grandchildren. But you don't actually have to be a child to go. And that I love too. You can be an adult and still find value in the different things that you offer.
There are, yep. We do have, you do have to have a children to come in.
Yes.
But part of what makes the museum so great is that it really gives adults and children a chance to interact and have fun and play and learn together. And those times are so important right now, particularly coming out of COVID, when our screens and isolation really became our lives. The museum's a place where people come together.
Well, and the workshops and the theater and things like that are all important.
Yeah, our theater is a really special space. It's the only year-round professional theater for families. And we put on shows, we have school groups that come, families that come, and the performing arts are obviously very close to my heart. It's part of what got me to the museum, and it really allows children to have their first experience in the theater. It's very interactive, it's very joyful, but adults love the shows just as much. And you're being exposed to a professional level of theater that is just not available. So you don't have to go into the city, come to the Long Island Children's Museum.
And you do have yearly passes, correct?
Yes, we have memberships.
Okay.
Really amazing. If you're gonna come more than 3 times, it pays for itself.
Yes,
yeah, just do it.
It absolutely does.
And you also support the community. It helps support our community programs, it helps support the exhibits and the staff and everything that takes to run the museum.
Everything's fresh and clean too, which I have always thought was super important. And I believe that's why you actually became accredited, correct? Because part of the cleanliness and the offerings, there's a lot of stringent rules in order for you to have gotten that accreditation. Yeah. Can we talk about that process?
Yeah, the process is a 3-year process. So the museum had already begun that before I joined the team. And there was a moment during COVID where we're all just trying to figure out how to survive. The museum's closed, we're opening partial, we're trying to do virtual programming, we're sending kits out for hands-on learning in students' homes. And there was a choice to be made. Do we keep going through accreditation, which they look at everything, all of our policies, all of our storage rooms, all of the exhibits, everything that we do, and they interview stakeholders, they interview families, and we said, yeah, let's do it. Let's keep on that track. And it really turned out to be this amazing way that everyone came together. You really affirmed the mission, the values, and that it's as relevant as ever, and important to maintain the excellence that the museum was founded on almost 30 years ago.
There are a lot of big corporate sponsors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also have other little sponsorships, and you also have events. Yeah. So somebody can support you in many different ways.
Yeah, the museum really can be available for support through anybody. We have smaller programs where people can just make donations, round up donations when you buy a ticket. We also have our annual Cupcakes and Cocktails fundraiser. We think it's the best fundraiser on Long Island. Come to the museum, let your inner child out. It's adult, we decorate the museum. It's really fabulous. And we have a tremendous amount. We have over 100 corporate sponsors for that. And it's really a fun event to come out and celebrate and in support the real foundation and what we do.
You do a lot. You're also a mom, and I'm a mom. And so one of the things that we're celebrating together is that fact that we both have children going to the same college. And it happens to be your alma mater, and your other daughter goes to another college in that same state. So I want to tell you, Erika, on behalf of the parents here and myself personally, I just think you're so dynamic, and I love the fact that you're going to bring so much, it's always been a joyful, beautiful place to be. And I know that your same dedication to that mission is in your heart, and it's just going to continue to flourish.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on your new position.
Thank you.
But also congratulations to all of us. And people travel in from all over the world to come to Long Island.
We are the only accredited children's museum in New York State. And I say we're in the serious business of play.
Yes.
So I'm very serious about what we do, but it's about bringing joy and love and connection to anyone who comes in our doors.
And there's so much learning there too.
Yeah, learning,
bubbles.
The power of play.
Learning, yes.
It's all about the bubbles. Everybody knows the bubbles.
Everybody knows the bubbles. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank
and
you.
I look forward to seeing you there very soon.
Yes.
So I'll be putting my play shoes on.
Please come visit.
Yes, I have kids to bring. There you go. Wherever you are, anywhere in the world, just remember it's all about learning and having fun at the same time. Thanks for watching.